Welcome to the Breaking Hyman podcast. I'm here with Jim Clack and Casey Heckman.
What's up?
You guys have a band called the Tbirds.
We do.
And then you each have your own projects as well under the Barnharts in your own name, and then under your own name. Casey. Casey Cash Heckman. You could just drop the Heckman and you could be a rapper.
Yeah,
Casey
Cash. Well, see, the problem is with that is that everyone goes,
actually talked about
related to the Man in Black?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, no. And they're like, play some Johnny Cash. And I'm like, well, that's, you're not, I'm going to add the last name.
Yeah,
So
I know. That's
that
for the better. Is the Cash come from Johnny Cash? Are you named after?
No, my mom
actual middle name.
named me from some rodeo friend of her and my dad's. I have no clue.
Okay. And you're named after the N-word Jim from.
Yeah, exactly. You hit the nail on the head there, buddy.
We're like, we like this character. We can't use the N-word part. Damn, dude, my dad's name was Jim, so I think I maybe told you that one time. He was Jimmy on his fucking birth certificate. But
I'm actually James. But
James, that's typical.
I'd go by Jim. Mm-hmm. My granddad went by Jim. And my dad went by Gene. I'm the third James.
His dad before him.
Third. Yeah, and your father before me. Or your father, whatever, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So
I outlived them all.
That's not hard. That's not hard to do. If you outlive your kids, then that's the fucked up part.
That's
you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay, so how long are you? I mean, I think I'm a little bit older than both of you guys. I'll be 43 next month. Or either you?
I'm 33.
Okay, damn.
I'm 35.
Okay, all right. So I'm a little bit older. When did y'all start doing music, respectively? I know you do your thing separate. So
I always tell people that I've been a campfire guitar player since I was 13. So
nice.
Yeah, 18 years now. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. But
professionally, doing it for money and a living the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember meeting you at Blue Light when you were running sound, I think, and you weren't doing music professionally at that point. You were just running sound.
That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. That's and you play everything. Because I knew you as a drummer first.
Yeah, it's kind of jack of all trades, master of none situation.
He's more of the ace of all trades, actually. Don't let him lie to you.
Yeah, no, you musicians, you guys are too fucking humble. What about you, Jim? How long you been playing, man?
Well, I've been playing. I started playing fiddle when I was 16.
Oh shit!
And I used to play in a band in town called Dick's Hat Band.
I know that band.
And but I wasn't in it when they were good. I was in it when they were bad.
Was that later?
Yeah.
Because then they changed the name to the.
Oh, it was the 40 Thieves.
40 Thieves. I
was in it before, way before everything. Early days. My buddy Casey Johns and I we grew up together. He was probably kind of the band dad for a good little while.
Who was managing that band? Wasn't Justin Thomas Williams?
I know he ran sound.
He ran sound, maybe. I knew he was associated. I know him.
I was in there from 2000.
He probably did a little managing.
2009 when they started to about 2011.
And you were the fiddle player.
I was the fiddle player until we met Adam, who'd been playing since he was 4, and I'd been playing since I was 16.
One of those guys.
I got bounced to mandolin.
That's
I was
so
doing
cool.
mandolin and acoustic guitar, and then I joined the Navy.
Okay.
When they moved down we started out in Dumas, and they moved down from Dumas to Levelland to kick off the popular version of the band.
Oh, okay.
And I got chastised by my mother saying you're throwing your life away. And so I panicked and joined the Navy.
It's the devil's music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
but then I learned how to play guitar and started. I was writing some songs for Dix.
Yeah.
I wrote one song on their album, and then started writing my own songs when I was in the Navy.
Well, so it was sort of your entry point into. So, how old were you when you joined the Navy?
I was 20.
Damn. Did you want to go kill Osama bin Laden or something?
I was just damn near homeless. I was just in a bad spot. I got kicked out of my apartment. I didn't have anywhere to go. And I'd already dropped out of school to be in the band, but then I decided that was a bad idea. So I just decided to make some money. I joined the Navy. I was working at Wonderland Amusement Park.
Oh, I know it. I know it well.
And so I was
the W's.
Man, I'm not making any money doing either of these jobs. So the Navy might be a good idea.
Wonderland and Wendy's, you needed the other W. You needed to sell weed. That's how you could have made money.
Ironically, back then I didn't do any drinking, any smoking, anything, dude. I didn't start any of my bad habits till the Navy.
He was a good boy.
I was a good boy.
Yeah. That's what I heard. Yeah, like I remember reading an interview with Sturgill Simpson. He's like, yeah, dudes are dropping acid, reading radars and shit. And I don't know. If you were doing that, I'd love to hear about it. But so the Navy, you went to like you said Norway and Scotland.
Yeah,
and
I was stationed on the submarine on the USS Seawolf.
That's so. And you have an album called
well, the album's called Submariner.
Okay, but the song you have a song called Seawolf. Okay, my mistake.
That's my most lucrative song because they gave me 2 days off for writing it. The Navy did.
Oh wow.
Which was 2 days off when you're in San Diego and you're like 22 years old. That's a valuable time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Did you go down to Tijuana to see a donkey show?
They wouldn't let me do that.
Damn
it! They said no, TJ. I've never been to Tijuana. I want to go.
I had my surgery there.
Yeah, I want to go do ayahuasca down there. I heard that they do like.
I'll talk to you about that later. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Even with kids and stuff, you're like, you still are like, I might do ayahuasca.
Well,
maybe it'll make you a better dad.
I think it would straighten me out.
Oh, really?
I was listening to Theo talk about it with some guy the other day, and I was like, man, that sounds like it might help me out a little bit.
Tom Segura has a few great moments explaining his trips.
I haven't heard that. I know Ron White got off of booze from doing ayahuasca, and then Neil Brennan is a comic who talks a lot about his use of ayahuasca and stuff. So I've never done it.
Both of us go back and forth off of sobriety, as Casey's song "Drinking Again" indicates.
Yeah.
We have a hard time staying sober.
It's not fun.
It's not as fun,
No, but you just kind of look, there's a little lizard on the little thing right there.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. So not to get distracted here, we did a podcast earlier, and the guy was looking at the cats. There were cats hanging out around here, but so ayahuasca, the sobriety. I don't know. Sobriety's overrated. I think you just need to find a balance, in my opinion. And I have a lot of friends who can't find that balance.
We got a buddy who's been sober for
4 years.
8 years. Matt Austin.
Yeah.
Like fully, like nothing. No weed, no booze.
No.
Yeah, that's no way.
Fully
no way.
Nothing.
What are you
even dropped
about?
nicotine, and
Matt
then
Austin?
just recently,
Wow.
He started.
That's not 4 years.
It was 8. He was sober for like 8 years.
Wow.
When did he start?
But point being is that he was like, man, and I hear him on this. He says, man, it's almost like sobriety is like a trending, a new trend.
Yeah, it's a popular thing to do.
Yeah.
In music, particularly, and in comedy, there's a lot
yeah.
of sober comics, and a lot of the comics here are sober. They don't drink because they can't fucking afford to. It's too damn expensive.
There is that.
But yeah, I didn't start smoking weed until I was in my 30s. I didn't start drinking until I was in my 20s. Didn't start fucking with psychedelics till I was almost 40. So none of it's a problem for me.
Sounds like a natural progression to me.
It is, yeah, exactly. And I'll be doing heroin when I'm in my 70s, and that's how I'll die.
Worthwhile. It's probably the best time to do heroin.
I know it is.
Honest. Your 70s probably suck.
Well, you can pull back from it. You're like, you can see the inherent problems it creates in your life when you. I mean, I'm talking not doing heroin in your 70s, but like I'm not going to do cocaine recreationally, but.
Well, nobody does it medicinally, I don't think.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Little sniffing powder.
You get started.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, I know my ex-wife used to drink alcohol medicinally because she's like, I have a migraine. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're not as much of a bitch when you drink. No, she seriously would like take a couple shots and she'd be like, my migraine's gone. I'm like, that's crazy.
It works.
It works. I know. It's nuts.
I always think my wife's going to be mad at me when I start drinking again. And then she's like, I'm glad you're drinking it.
Really? Yeah. She's not into the temperance movement.
She's going to get mad at me for saying that, though. She's going to be listening to this and be like, I don't encourage you to drink.
Yeah. Well, you didn't say encourage. You just said she thinks it's better for you.
Mine's just so much more for not to be a downer here, but like health reasons.
Really?
I drank so heavily for so many years, and I'm like, I should probably not do that.
Yeah.
Especially playing music now. It's cool for people to people want to buy the musicians shots and beers, and when you're doing it
Yeah.
4 or 5 nights a week. People are. It can get waking up feeling like shit. Can really
exactly.
Take a toll on a person.
Also, when you're in your early 20s and you can do other drugs and other things, it's not bad.
So you're encouraging young musicians to do drugs.
I would say if you're gonna get drunk,
Jim Clack.
do cocaine.
Do cocaine.
Don't be on stage drunk.
Yeah, I agree because you get sloppy and you don't want to be too.
But preferably don't do any of it.
Yeah.
That's really the thing.
Yeah, if you can just take the
not
raw dog life. Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Watson, he doesn't let his entire band
really
at all because he was sober. And I remember there was a guy I used to take fiddle lessons from, Eric Andrews.
Okay.
In Odessa, and he was getting the boot out of the band for having a beer backstage.
Whoa, that's extreme.
Like maybe not backstage, but he had it on stage for like the shows.
Yeah.
And Aaron was like, well, we don't do that in this band.
Probably stems from, dealing with somebody who had a bit of a problem because that can, we've all seen it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We've all seen somebody drunk on stage. And
I've never been in any kind of. I've played with other guys in band situations, but I've never been in a full-on band. I've been doing music since I was a kid, but what are the dynamics like whenever? Because obviously, when you're with your friends, it's different than when a professional situation. Y'all were talking about that a little bit before. How does that look day to day?
When you're a kid, it's super fun.
Oh, of course.
Like you have all the time. You have all the time in the world. That's just exactly where you want to be.
Yeah.
And you could practice for hours. The show would get really tight. Mm-hmm. But then as you get to be an adult, it becomes a logistic nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the biggest problem that I had when I was trying to finagle a band around. It was just getting the show tight and having the time to get together a couple times. You need to get together a couple times a week.
Yeah.
We were getting together like once or twice a month.
Ooh.
And then go and do the show, and then the show would be loose and sound rough.
Back when you were kids, though, it was
when
like
you were a kid.
It was. I don't know. I think that was a lot of the fun. Was we were playing shows for booze.
Yeah.
At one point, and we were like, we made it, dude.
Yeah. They're giving us beer, and get to play.
Yeah, that's actually how I started playing solo shows.
That's a lot of.
My first ever solo gig was just for booze.
Yeah.
It wasn't for any money. At a place called Al Kebabs in Groton, Connecticut when I was in submarine school.
Was it a kebab place?
It was a kebab place, yeah.
Wow, did they have good food? I bet they had fucking great
I don't
food.
remember the food so much as the beer. Like, they would give me all the free beer, and I don't even remember eating there.
Really?
They would just pay me in beer, and I would just sit up there for a couple hours, and I would used to just read right off a notebook. This is before, like, iPads and stuff, and I didn't have 3 hours memorized, but I would bring, like, a whole notebook.
Sure.
And I just set it up.
You got your chord changes.
Yeah, chord charts and lyrics. Yeah. And then I would take requests off the notebook.
Some of my first gigs were in Dylan Cassidy's, our friend Dylan Cassidy's band, playing at Bash Rip Rocks for $150 and free booze. And
for the whole band?
Yeah, for a 4-piece band.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're each getting like almost $40. That's,
we shouldn't throw around these numbers though, because now we've raised prices.
You're undercutting yourself. Yeah, people are coming just like, I'll give you $25 and a case of Natty Light.
If 4K listens to this, we don't do that.
I know
anymore.
you play for Penny Pint Night.
You have to. Yeah,
we know you'll do it.
No, and that's a thing in comedy too. Like, I've had friends saying like, "Yeah, man, I'll do shows for free," and I'm like, "Don't do shows for free because then that's gonna fuck other comedians. There's not enough comedians in town for us to fuck each other that way.
Yeah.
Like, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I could do the show for half as much. No, that's scab shit.
One of my buddies used to do. He would do one show for free at a new venue if he hadn't played there before.
That is not a bad idea.
He would do one show for free
Get
there.
your foot in the door.
And then he would try to go hit him with $100 an hour for the next show.
Yeah.
And he would really try and kill it with the crowd, the free show, to be like, hey, y'all book me for one more show next month, and I'll get. He gets his foot in the door with a new venue.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's old J.R. McNutt.
Hey,
I know that name.
He's from Big Spring, Texas.
I don't know if I know him personally, but I'm sure I'm like Facebook friends or something. Does he McNut all over the girls' tits?
We do a duo called Clack and McNuts.
Clack and McNuts. That's a good one.
Clack and
So
McNuts.
me and I know you guys My entry point into music. So my best friend Brett Brock. We had a thing.
I know Brett.
A lot of people do. He was in Lubbock until like 2015, and then he fucked off, and with his ex-wife. But my last name's Hyman. So I was like, we never called ourselves this, but I really wanted to call it Brock and Hyman, and that is the podcast. It says up here, because I got a green screen thing, it says Breaking Hyman.
Breaking Hyman.
So it's almost close. But yeah, we never got a
hard time in middle school, probably, huh?
I was homeschooled. I avoided it entirely.
Win.
I bet your dad was still ruthless about it.
No, my dad actually, that is funny. That is funny. Jim Hyman. R.I.P.
I saw a clip where it was like, we're homeschooling Billy, but we still want to make sure that he gets the interactions that you would be in a public school. Yeah.
That's like in movie 43. They're bullying him. The mom, it's like flirting with him. And
that part was weird.
Yeah, that was. It was Naomi Watts though.
It's a mop with his mom's pictures of mom's face on it.
Yeah, I want to do a joke on stage where it's like, there was because everybody has like the teacher fucks a student. It's like, it was really fucked up. I did too, but I was homeschooled. My brother was so embarrassed when we found out.
Where did you grow up?
Here. Yeah, I was born in Olney, if you know where that is. It's but yeah, we moved here when I was 5, and I've been here with the exception of 5 years in Amarillo from 09 to 14. I was here, so Lubbock is home. It's got me trapped. Unfortunately,
he was Amarillo and Shamrock.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. How'd you end up here, man?
Oh,
South Plains or
the big city living?
I went to.
Well, it's no reason, no wonder why you left Shamrock, but Amarillo is comparable.
I went to WT.
Oh, okay.
Right out of high school after Shamrock.
And what year would that have been?
2010.
You were there the same time my ex-wife was. That's hilarious.
And then
WT.
Yeah, I got the freshman depression and dropped out after like 2-3 months.
Yeah, makes sense.
Moved back home, and then I moved to Amarillo and lived there for a year.
Yeah.
And then booted it down here to play music. I saw South Plains. You could go to school for music, and I was like,
smart.
Well, that looks cool. And then I did music, and I was like, oh my God, they take this shit way too serious. I suck ass.
But the cream rises to the top, man. You're doing music. Cream. Yeah, exactly. So that was your trajectory. So have you been? I know you do like drums, bass, whatever. What was your first band? What were you playing in?
Oh boy. Well, I guess in high school, got a little band together and we played. I don't even remember. We played like Fortunate Son by Creedence. Okay. Like the
Creedence.
We had a local chick. It was a very old lady who taught singing and guitar and piano. The one person in Shamrock that did.
Okay.
And she like had us teaching like younger kids.
So she had her own like school of rock.
Kind of. Yeah.
But, you teach these youngins.
Yeah. She was like, "This is Strace. He's 4 years younger than y'all, but he can play the bass."
Okay.
So y'all and I.
That's cool,
half-ass played the drums.
Nice.
And, we laid down some Creedence. Some folks are born.
That's high. That song is too high for me.
It is. We actually had a girl sing it, so that helped.
Incredible.
I know. I've heard you. I've heard his vocal range. It's good.
It's getting worse with age.
Well, yeah, you drinking and smoking too much.
Hey, well, there is that.
The voice goes. See, my voice I think has a lot more character and sounds better than it did when I was in my 20s. I like singing more now.
You've got a radio podcast voice.
Thank you. It's the weed smoking is what it does. It's like makes it a little. But okay, so did you start writing in earnest when you were in the Navy? Like
yes.
Okay.
So I had been writing on the mandolin, trying to write songs for Dick's Hat Man.
Okay.
And then when I got into the Navy and I didn't have a band to play with, that's when I really picked up the guitar and started going out on my own.
Cool.
And then I've always enjoyed playing my own songs better than playing the covers. I like playing the covers. But I like playing my own songs a little bit better.
Yeah. You had a little travel guitar on the submarine.
Yeah, dude. I stowed away a guitar, man, and they stole it from me several times.
Motherfuckers.
They would threaten to, like, keep it. And they did keep it. But I got lucky that the captain of my boat, Captain Burkout, shout out if you're out there. But, dude, this captain, so the chief of the boat would steal my guitar and be like, "You can't have this on board, man. We told you." And they would take it and lock it up in the chief's quarters. But then the captain would be like, "Hey, Clack, why don't you have your guitar?" Which is an odd thing for an officer of that rank to say to an enlisted person. Yeah. But he liked hearing it. And I'd be like, "The chief stole it." And he would go down to the chief's quarters and get it and bring it to me.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Stole it. Nah, so did you like go and play for him? He's like, "All right, now tell me." He's like, "Play, boy, play."
Yeah.
Or maybe it was like a weird thing where like the chief would steal your guitar. And
it's a sexual thing?
Yeah, and then he'd be like, "Where's your guitar, Clack?" And he'd be like, "The chief stole it."
You gotta remember though, like on the submarine, there's not a lot of places to hang out, so like we would all hang out on cruise.
So they had to listen to you play.
Well, yes and no. They could have told me to shut up. Obviously, there's a lot of guys bigger than me,
right?
Which used to be.
You're not little.
Not now. I was then. Okay. I was actually very little, pretty skinny then. Yeah. But but they would be like to have me play on cruise mess. Okay. And do requests or whatever.
That's cool.
We didn't have the internet down there, so they had to listen to whatever songs I knew.
So you like just play In the Navy, over and over and again.
We did watch a lot of Down Periscope, though.
Oh, really?
You'd be surprised how many times we watched Down Periscope.
Not a very good movie.
It's way better.
It's better than McHale's Navy.
He has a tattoo on his dick, man.
Yeah. Isn't Patton Oswalt in that one? Or is he in McHale's Navy?
I think that's McHale's Navy.
Oh, see, okay.
This is Kelsey Grant. This is
Kelsey Grant. Yeah, no, because
Harlan Williams.
Yeah, I was thinking Patton was like one of the supporting guys in that one, but I could be wrong. It might have been. Those came out around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelsey Grammer. Huh.
But Fraser. the Navy was a good place to like get started because you know you had a built-in audience, kind of like being in a fraternity. When I would play shows, all of my guys from my boat would show up.
That is cool.
But then I left Washington State and my audience went completely back to zero.
Yeah. So you're Connecticut and then Washington. And
then when I got out, I moved to Nashville for 1 year.
Were you trying to hack it there?
Yeah, it was miserable. I was definitely not ready. I went to work at the Johnny Cash Museum. I wasn't making any money.
Oh, really?
And I made it for 1 year and left like 3 months behind on my rent.
Oh, wow.
Like about to get evicted bad. And
so
then
you still have that on your
A lot of celebrities.
I fixed my credit because I went to work for Halliburton.
Okay.
I went to work for Halliburton for like Oilfield for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, that's right.
Clack met a lot of celebrities at that Johnny Cash Museum.
Are you being sarcastic?
No. I did.
You mean?
There was a lot of people, dude. I met a lot of comedians. I met Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
Holy shit. That guy's a musician, too. He's a really good musician.
Chris Rock came through.
Good Lord.
Kevin Costner came through. I met Johnny Cash's sister, which my job used to be to take a picture of tourists in front of a green screen.
Wow.
And they would like put their arm around it and I would Photoshop in Johnny Cash.
Looks pretty good.
So,
really?
I got to where I was pretty good at it.
That's really funny.
But they were always mad because Johnny was like 6'3" and people don't realize that.
Yeah, he was not sure. That movie with, I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah. Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. He seems too tall to be Johnny Cash, but no, it works.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
A lot of actors are smaller.
Yeah, you think like Tom Cruise is tiny.
I'll tell you who was gigantic.
Who's that?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, did you meet Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, when he came here, I stood in the line.
Was it like a mountain of a man? Just whoa.
Well, I didn't get to meet him because I got the line cut off, but I did get to see him come through the line with Jimmy Hart.
All right. Oh, holy shit, Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, the mouth of the South.
Yeah. I saw Hogan when I was 9. My dad took me. Do you remember the Municipal Coliseum, the Red Dome here in Lubbock that they tore down in like 2018, 19, something like that. My dad took me to see him, The Undertaker, Ric Flair. I was 9, and I was a little sad when he died, although he was kind of an asshole towards the end of his life.
I've heard that. I always looked up to him.
Oh, yeah.
I like that The Undertaker has now kind of taken his persona off, and he does like regular interviews.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I was like, man, what's that guy actually like? And now you get to hear about him being like, he's like a totally cool, normal dude.
Yeah, he introduced me and one of my buddies went to Kill Tony on New Year's Eve, and Undertaker introduced the show on New Year's Eve. It was fun.
Who was your favorite wrestler?
Man, I really like the Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior.
I like the Ultimate Warrior, man.
Yeah, man.
I was a big fan of him.
Choice.
Yeah, but he was good, and then Andre the Giant ruled. But for some reason, I really like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I don't know. There was a lot that I dug from that era. What about you guys?
I remember liking Kane.
Okay,
Thought he was cool looking.
Yeah.
Big Show.
The guy's fucking massive.
My hands down favorite was Mick Foley.
Oh,
Mankind.
The Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack
persona. That would be like if we were backyard wrestling. That's what I would pretend to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Cactus Jack Clack.
Have you ever heard of King Kong Bundy?
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah, you know what people tell you.
The Al Bundy was named after not Ted Bundy. Yeah, the Bundys were named after the wrestler.
I made a show flyer once of it was just King Kong Bundy being like in a fucking leotard or monocard.
You kind of look like him.
And people were like, "When did you take this picture?" And I was like, "This is not me." I kind of wish I looked like that.
Dude, you should get into if the music thing doesn't work out. You're pretty big. You can fucking throw motherfuckers around.
I know a guy that was in the WWE.
Really?
We both do.
Yeah.
Cameron Rogers.
Yeah.
And some of the smaller wrestling events around here, I'd love to go see him wrestle again right now, but God, he's out in Florida now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of wrestling in Florida. I don't know why that is.
He flies out to Japan and everything.
Oh,
too,
wow.
And all
big
over
over
the
there.
country.
Yeah.
Wrestling's big.
Florida is big, though.
Well, that's where Japan is where one of the what's his brothers died. The movie that came out last year, the Iron Claw.
Brothers.
Yeah, one of those guys died in a match in Japan. He had a heart attack or something. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is. Man,
that whole story was so sad.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. There's a pipeline to wrestling and comedy because there's a guy I met named Chris Germany who was a wrestler and he trained with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He trained with the band whatever brothers and he does stand up in Dallas Fort Worth now. He's in his mid 50s. Fucking really funny guy. He came through here one time just doing an open mic, but I don't know. That makes sense that being the heel, you're kind of funny.
Do you do other open mics other than the PM?
Yeah. Every Thursday at Bar PM, and then there's a show at Lantern Tavern every Wednesday night that I'm on. I don't host that one, and then I'll go and do some in Midland. I try not to do. I try and get paid. Yeah, Eccentric. Yeah. You know that show. Yeah. Cotton Flat Records. Yeah. They still call the comedy open mic there Eccentric Comedy, even though it hasn't been Eccentric Brewing in forever. They just like the branding of it. So that was actually last night, but I had a show at a Mexican restaurant here in town. We did a comedy at Robles Taqueria on Main Street downtown.
Hell yeah.
We had about 20 people. It was fun,
That's solid.
It was good. We had fun. I mean, to have that many people pay attention to a stand-up show for over an hour is pretty good. Music is, they can talk.
I have always been so weirded out sometimes afraid for my comedian friends.
Oh yeah.
When y'all do stuff like that, because
as a musician,
I can show up in a Mexican restaurant. I can sit in the corner, I can turn my amp way down and ease them into the music or just be background music and not bother them at all. But as a comedian, you kind of have to command attention to the audience.
Yeah.
Well, a 3-minute set.
Yeah.
I feel like, not knowing anything about comedy, I feel like a 3-minute set is the equivalent of an hour.
Music. That 3 minutes goes by so fast.
But to have nothing to hide behind and to just,
because we call ourselves the shitbirds, and so a lot of people will think that we're going to do some comedy.
Yeah.
But we don't.
It's just a good name.
Shitbirds. It's just a good duo name.
Yeah,
it's a good name until you play places that it's not.
Well, yeah, people don't like it everywhere. They don't want to hire us at Abuelos to be the shitbirds.
But we played some places like Dirty Larry's.
Dirty Larry's Roadside Dive.
They probably love you there.
We walked in and they were like, the whole staff was all shitbirds.
I've never been to Dirty Larry's, but I know where it is.
It's pretty new.
Nice. Pontoon Princess. Because it's I met one of the I know one of the wait staff there. there. I don't know if she still works there. I won't say her. No, I won't say her name. She's still. I forget her name. But so I asked her. I was like, "That's out by Buffalo Lake." She's like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck, it is. It's about as close to Buffalo Lake as you
on
could."
the way.
Yeah,
it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, they have hats that say Pontoon Princess. It's a lake bar.
And people will pretend like they don't know where it is. It's got a car like up in the air about 8 feet. It's like out in the middle of nowhere. You can't miss it.
Yeah, my mom has some friends that live out there, so we drove by it on the way out to their house. I'm like, oh, that's where that fucking place is. They said it's like way, way, way east 50th, and I was thinking out by like Brian's Steakhouse. No, it's way, way, way east of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's halfway to Slayton practically.
Just drive out to Buffalo Lake and then have the name Dirty Larry's Roadside Dive in your head, and it's right where it looks like.
That's the only place allowed to be. So they wouldn't let the shitbirds play at Abuelos.
No. What I'm saying is,
they were apprehensive.
Like, any family-friendly place isn't gonna. They've had a hard time with it on the radio because they'll want to put it. They'll want to say our name on the radio.
They'll call you the poop birds.
They'll call the poopy birds. Or
That's fucking retarded.
It's the radio, man. It's fucking.
That's it.
Which, by the way, like doing that live radio show out at Cook's.
Yeah, how was that?
I'm glad I don't drink as much as I did.
Oh,
because a couple times, dude,
your tongue would have been too loose.
Well, with David Wildman, for a little while there, we were doing shots in between songs.
Ooh.
To where I played out there one time. It was like during Christmas break, and I don't even remember like. What was going on towards the end of it? I was getting pretty toasty towards the end of it.
Do you find that
David did Jameson shots?
Oh,
we would just
no.
We would just be back to back doing Jameson.
It'd be like one every 20 minutes.
I blacked out on Jameson when I was in Prague, and they had to carry me upstairs. And I was in It's a hostel. It's a party hostel. So part of the job, it's you stay in the hostel. It's party oriented. They have drinking games, whatever. You can get 4 beers for like $5. You just throw in whatever 100 Czech crowns is about $5, and that gets you 4 beers. And you just take them out of the fridge as you need them, and then you put another 100 Czech crowns in, and you get yourself 4 more beers. And there's a 500 milliliter, really good beer in Prague. I would highly recommend going there.
Sounds really fun. Do you think they'd let us bring our wives and 4 toddlers?
You might have to get a room to yourself. Yeah, but they carried me.
Rent your own hostel.
They carried me up to because it's like the buildings are tall, like so it was like 3 flights of stairs, and I was in the room at the top. They carried me up to the top, and this Australian girl that worked there said, "Yeah, you said a bunch of racist and homophobic stuff last night when you were blackout drunk." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Who cares? I was blackout drunk. Did I kill anybody? Fuck no. Who cares if I said racist and homophobic stuff?" And then I found out later I tried to get this other Australian kid to say the N-word. Because that is funny to me. It's in my bit. I'm like, just imagine that accent saying that word. And that's, so, and it's in Prague. I don't care. No one knows me there. If they got me on video, I would have been like, oh, I'm a little embarrassed by this. But no, I just have a good story out of it.
Australians should be more cool with that.
They should. They say cunt like constantly.
Yeah, that's like their word of choice.
But that was on the 4th of July. That was the night of the 4th of July when I blacked out, and I went and sang "Born in the USA."
Well,
karaoke.
then I think you did your job.
I did. I was the asshole American on the 4th of July.
I think you did it well.
Yeah. But so, man, you said you've got time. You're planning on recording in the studio.
Indeed. Well, Casey's in the studio.
You're in the studio now, and you're planning on going.
I'm planning on going towards the end of the year. Mm-hmm. I'll be getting back in there. I go down to Yellow Dog, and it was in Wimberley. Now it's in San Marcos. So it'll be my first time at the new studio.
Oh, nice.
But
who owns that? Is that yours?
Dave Percival.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think is the owner, but he's kind of in with Adam Oder and Casey Johns.
Oh, okay. I know those names. Mm-hmm. I know those names.
Great dudes.
Yeah.
All around.
Yeah.
And he's recording with Sam Choate.
And I'm recording with Sam Choate.
Nice.
Brand new studio.
Where's it located at?
It's off Indiana and like 82nd.
Oh, okay.
Ish.
Okay.
Nice part of town. Nice little neighborhood.
Yeah.
Don't think you'll get too many complaints.
No, I hope not. And y'all are recording drum, everything in there?
Yep, recording everything in there. The last single I did with Sam, we actually cut drums and bass at South Plains.
Okay.
One of the new studios they have over there at the college.
Okay.
And then did the rest at his house. It was a home studio. But he just moved all of his stuff from his home studio into this new building.
Okay,
and
sweet.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
really great building for it.
Yeah. Do they still have the 16-track studio at South Plains?
Waylon Jennings, the Waylon Jennings
I have
studio.
recorded in that one like 22 years ago, but that was fun. Man.
Sick.
It sounded like shit.
It
was mostly me.
South Plains is legit, man. That's a one of a kind place right there.
Did you ever go to do any classes at South Plains or anything, Jim?
No. I'm bad at school. Yeah, I typically fail.
Yeah.
But
by the way, it took me 5 years to get the 2-year.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. It took me 8 years to get a 4-year degree. So
hey, there we go.
I would like to if we stick around in this area.
Yeah.
And I get some free time on my hands where I'm not raising toddlers, then I will definitely do that.
Yeah. So you guys are. How is it being married dudes with kids doing music? Is
awful.
How do you really feel?
No time at all.
Yeah,
dude.
no,
it's really fucking difficult.
Sure.
It's for me.
Did you think about that before you didn't wear a condom?
Well, here's the thing: is that like my wife is super chill. She's a musician herself. We met at South Plains. She's a singer, way better singer than I am.
Sure.
In fact, and we used to gig together, but then we had kids, and then she would stay at home for our first one, and then we had our second one, and then I don't know, the inflation happened somewhere in those.
Everybody got fucked
somewhere in that time. And so she went back to work, and now I'm stay at home with the children.
Okay.
But the really hard part for me is that they don't know. First off, they don't give a shit about whether you stayed up late playing at a bar getting drunk.
Right. And breastfeeding has to be super hard for you.
Well, no,
they don't.
Nips,
yeah, they don't care if you were out late.
They don't care about that, but they also don't care.
His wife doesn't give a shit if you stay out getting drunk.
Yeah.
My wife, on the other hand, would not like me to stay out getting drunk. She lets me go out and get drunk as long as I pre-plan it ahead of time and tell her, hey, I've got a late gig or this band's playing after my gig. Can I go out to it?
Yeah.
And it's because the kids are going to be up at 6 no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. What always saves me, or I think saves me, and keeps me in good graces with my old lady is that regardless of how late I stay out and how shit drunk or stoned I get, I am up at 6, and so there's sometimes where I'm like, the whole time cooking eggs.
Yeah,
but I get up.
You're in a good mood. You're doing your dad thing.
I do what I need to do, even if I'm still like half.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Hungover and drunk.
It's a lot easier when you're fully sober playing the gigs.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What I was gonna say is that also the kid thing is that they don't give a shit about that, but they also don't give a shit about like why. It's confusing to them what your work is and like why you have to. Mom comes in and then I leave.
Yeah,
they go to bed without me and then they wake up the next day and I'm there.
Yeah,
and they're like,
Yeah.
So work is weird for me and that realm of things, But when they get older, hopefully that's kind of like
they'll get it.
Motivational thing of like, oh well, Dad's doing what he likes. Maybe I can do kind of something the same.
Right. Yeah.
But as of right now, they're young and they're just like, why?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Where are you?
That makes sense. Yeah. Because you said,
and why do you come home smelling like?
So the way that mommy and daddy met is there's this thing called alcohol, and people drink alcohol in public places.
This is how your brother was born.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like we're making more you via my music, and people have to listen to music to loosen up so they can fuck. And it's a big, complicated thing you don't want to have to explain to kids yet.
On the more serious side of things, it is difficult, especially when they get in school.
Oh, shit,
and it's like, dude, you're trying to be the dad, do the dad thing, and when you go play a college bar, it's like you don't want to be the dad.
No,
you don't want to.
I definitely don't want to be because I'm trying to fuck 25-year-olds.
It's hard balancing. It's hard balancing all that out.
I'm not. That's 30. 30 is my minimum.
Well, 30. Yeah. That's your minimum.
They're stupid if they're under 30, man. Now, them titties ain't stupid. That was a good burp. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Nice burp.
That was if they have a big enough set of titties and they're under 30, I'll be like, are you over 18? All right, let's do this.
There's a direct correlation.
But it's not a problem I have very often. I have no riz.
I had a girl at Blue Light. I was playing up there, and no, Casey was actually playing, but I had played a song or two, right?
Yeah.
Like he called me up to play a couple, and I got down off of the stage, and she comes out, and she's talking to me about Casey's set list, and I think she thought that like I was hitting on her, which I was not.
Yeah, of course not. You're a married man.
But she, I was just trying to explain to her how the set, because she was like, "How do I request a song?" And I was like, "Oh, let me bring you the set list." I brought her the set list, and I'm like, go up there, and she's like, how much do I have to tip him? And I'm like, you don't have to tip him anything, but it's nice to tip people, you know? And she's like, okay. And she's like, how old are you even? And I said, I'm 35. She said, holy fuck, you're old as shit.
What a
quote.
What
holy fuck, you're old as shit.
That girl sucks.
And I said, that's the rudest fucking thing I've ever heard. I know, I'm your elder, goddamn it.
Yeah.
You know, and I was literally, I gave her the hand, like, shoo, get away from me. Get gone, bitch.
Gone, woman. Yeah.
Get away.
Jesus. Did she try to stick her boyfriend on you later?
Oh no.
Okay, thank God.
No.
Yeah, you're probably bigger than that.
She did not want to come near. I feel like I look pretty much 35. I don't look.
Yeah, no, you look 35.
Yeah.
You remember being 21, 22 and meeting someone and then hearing that they're like 30 plus and you're like, oh. And
yeah.
Then,
I just went out for my brother's 40th birthday.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, man, dude, it's 40.
It's gone all uphill for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got divorced right around the time I turned 40, and so it's been good. Yeah.
So you haven't been divorced for very long.
No,
How long were you married?
I was married 16 years.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I guess
and
we never
had any kids.
No. Thank fucking God.
That's good.
Yeah. No. We decided not to. Yeah, and I had the old snipperoo.
You had the snip?
Yeah.
When?
2017.
I keep trying to talk Casey into going and get it with me and hold my hand.
Dr. Carl Britton. He owns the Funky Door. Maybe you play a couple gigs for free and he'll let you.
My wife's last name is Britton. Maybe we're related. Or my wife's last name was Britton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hook you up. Do it in house.
Yeah. Just do it at the bar. At the bar. Just take some. It's like, give me some Merlot. And he pours it on the wound.
My idea was we go down to Tijuana, right?
Okay.
We get some ayahuasca going.
Yeah.
We get it, and then when the nightmarish throwing up starts happening, then we've already prearranged it for them to come in and tie us down and give us the snip, and then it'll all just feel like a horrible nightmare, but we'll wake up with it done.
And you'll play
tremendous clarity afterwards.
Yeah.
What just happened,
man.
And maybe we can get them to add a few inches while they're down there.
I mean, they
just
push it from the back.
Or take a few inches off the top.
Oh, you get the circumcision? Yeah. No, it was not not that bad of a surgery. It's way less invasive than getting a tubal ligation or hysterectomy or anything. And it's technically, I met when I was in Prague, I met this OBGYN. I don't know why the hell he was staying in a hostel, sharing a space with other people, but he was an OBGYN from Cyprus named Baruch. Like Barack, but Baruch.
Hussein Obama.
But Baruch Hussein Obama. I don't know what his last name was, but he was an OB, and I was telling him I had a vasectomy, and he's like, well, they can go in and they can extract sperm, like you wouldn't even have to do IVF. It's not even as complicated as that. They would go in, and I'm like, really? So maybe if I meet some 25-year-old that wants to have kids, because my friend Chuck has a girlfriend that's 25, and Chuck's in his 60s, so it's not out of the question. Chuck's
the
awesome.
only thing is though, then you don't want. Yeah,
I don't mind being an old dad.
Yeah, but the kid.
You
know what I'm saying?
Are you saying my sperm's bad?
No, I'm saying you only live. How long are you planning on living, bro?
I mean, no,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna live to be 90 something easily. That's the plan. I mean, I might kick it in 5 years, but my dad lived to be 47. I plan to plus 30.
I'm planning on 75. I'm gonna rob a bank, and if it doesn't go well, fucking fine. If it does go well, even better.
Do you want to spend the rest of your life in prison, or are you just going to go suicide by cop?
Oh, it's definitely suicide by cop.
That's the way.
I'm not going to make it out of there.
Yeah, there's a friendlier term for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't
Blaze
know.
of Glory.
Blaze of Glory.
That's what I would.
That Bon Jovi song's playing while you're shooting.
Blaze of Glory.
If I make it to 80, I'm going 80.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking the laws.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm living life to
I got
the
nothing
extreme.
left to lose.
Yeah, I think a lot of old people, they're just wasting their oldness. They're like, do some crazy shit, Gramps.
I will tell you this much though: middle-aged women have no laws. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's because
women past menopause, their give a fuck turns all the way off.
Once they're what I would say over the age of 35, they are nut jobs. No, but this is because I've been fuck those bitches. I am speaking my truth. Women over the age of 35, they do not care about anyone's feelings but their own. They're kids. Oh, they're kids. Well, guess what? Their kids are going to be horrible people if they're horrible people. I'm just saying.
Well, I told Clack
that sounds like a lover's scorn. You want to talk about some exes?
No. This is every single woman over the age of 30 that I've dated.
Some trauma that we might need to go through.
Some trans trauma.
Some trauma.
I don't know, man.
Or you could start dating dudes. You never know. It might be easier.
You guys haven't seen me do my set recently. I don't think you've ever seen. I hooked up with a trans girl. I did, and I was talking about it with this other guy on the podcast, and me and him were both like, yeah, the femme. You know, for me, he realized when he dated a trans girl, he could date a really feminine dude. I realized when I hooked up with a trans girl, I only want to date girls. I don't want to go. I don't want to go further down that rabbit hole or bunghole.
My cook in the Navy used to tell me, he's like, every year on my birthday, I suck a dick just to make sure I'm still not gay.
Is that? I mean, that sounds like a true story. Is it his own dick? Because I mean, if he's a good-looking guy, he could probably suck another dude's dick without even thinking about it. He just goes to the gay bar, sucks a dick.
I will say though, there's a lot of trans women that you wouldn't even pick out in a crowd.
They're mostly in Asia, but there's some in Lubbock. Shout out.
Then there's others that really try very little.
Oh, the ones that try so little are on the dating apps. I'm like, come on.
Those are the ones where you fuck up the pronouns. I don't mind calling people by their proper pronouns.
No, not at all.
If I'm fooled by it enough to do it.
Exactly. And
if I get it wrong,
confusing.
I feel like it's not on me.
No.
It's on you for lack of effort.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see your makeup collection.
Maybe I'm gonna get.
No. Say what you want. No,
like
God damn it, no.
Because I don't.
I mean, from who? From who?
I don't know. We have friends that are trans and gay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Same. I made fun of them on my podcast that you watched the other night.
But I'm not making fun of them at all. But what I'm saying is, if I mess up the pronouns, it's because I'm guessing. If I'm guessing, you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, no,
you know
exactly,
yep.
exactly. If you go by she, her, and you're female presenting, cool. But if you go by she, her, and you have a 5 o'clock shadow, and
if you're wearing like a baggy polo and you have a beard, but you might have titties,
then I'm like, might just be a chubby dude.
What am I supposed to call you?
I know,
man?
yeah,
and I don't want to ask because one time we know a guy that I ask his pronouns, and he fucking physically laughed at me because he's not trans, but his Facebook profile was him dressed as a woman.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
And I was like,
some people just like to fuck with gender norms and stuff.
I'm trying to fucking be polite here.
Yeah.
You
know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be impolite.
No, exactly, and that is more than a lot of people will even try and do. A lot of people are like, no, I'm gonna do the Jordan Peterson thing. I'm intellectually incapable of calling you by a different gender than you. No, just you go by a nickname. You're James. You go by Jim. It's that easy. Just call them by the different thing.
That's actually hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. Those people are stupid.
My wife always said that she refuses to call me Jim because she thinks it sounds too much like Jim from The Office.
Oh.
She makes her think of Jim.
That shows her youth and inexperience because it's obviously N-word Jim.
Yeah, N-word Jim. N-word Jim.
I read somewhere that they changed the version to slave. Huckleberry Finn. They changed it to slave Jim, and it's like, I don't know. That sounds worse because
he's not a slave necessarily.
No, he's a freed slave. Yeah, he's a freed slave. Yeah,
he's on that raft.
Yeah, exactly.
Of his own volition.
Yes, and he's like, this fucking white kid. He'd be try to make me go on adventures and shit.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Bless America.
God bless America.
This was my real American beer
I am
in
a
honor of
real
Terry
American. Yeah, Terry Bollea, yeah.
Brother.
I'm surprised none of us said Macho Man.
Yeah. Macho Man was great. He snapped into a Slim Jim, you know.
Cream of the crop.
Oh, what was his wife's name? Elizabeth. God.
Made him like a Bowser, like a Bowser villain.
Oh man,
He's always trying to keep Elizabeth down, dude.
Do you guys know the comic Dan Soder? Dan Soder does the best Macho Man in the business. He could, if they ever did like perfect. A movie, a cartoon.
Oh, dude, he's got so many good impressions.
Dan Soder does Chappelle so well. He's my favorite.
Oh, how about favorite comedian? Yeah, how about we do
he's
favorite?
He's my favorite.
Dan Soder's your favorite?
Dan Soder's my favorite. I mean, of all time, I'd probably say Patton Oswalt or David Cross all time. But yeah, what about you?
Man, dude,
Joan Rivers.
I have a soft spot for Russell Peters.
Oh, he's good.
Russell Peters is hilarious.
Yeah. I want to ask y'all about your favorite musicians after you're done with this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Russell Peters. Who else do you like?
I like watching. I'm a big fan of watching clips.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't
Matt Rife, clearly.
Oh, no, I like watching like Two Bears.
Oh yeah, the podcast shit. Yeah,
Mom's House. Tom Segura is pretty funny. I
love
like
Tom Segura.
Bad Friends is like always a good time watching fucking.
Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. Andrew Santino is hilarious.
But I feel like those guys, for me, not talking shit. I feel like those guys are so much more funny in that setting together than I watch their solo stuff, and I'm just like.
Yeah,
they're still funny.
There's a lot of guys that kill it on podcasts.
They just have
more.
that perfect chemistry.
Yeah,
they are truly bad friends.
Yeah, who do you like, Jim?
My favorite overall is probably Gaffigan.
Yeah.
I love classic. Jim Gaffigan, but my favorite special of all time is that Bo Burnham one that he did in 2020.
That was so fucking good.
The Inside.
Jeffrey Bezos.
My wife has banned it from the car because I used to listen to it on repeat.
It's so good, though.
I'd like to go back and say that I have spent hours watching Louis C.K. specials.
Louis C.K. is the best. I
think Chappelle ought to be in the question too.
Chappelle is always, yeah.
Oh yeah, who hasn't seen?
Did you remember when a few years ago when Louis C.K. did that live from Madison Square Garden that he's like, I know all of you have friends that don't know you're here right now because it was after his whole thing.
Yeah.
He sold out Madison Square Garden. Me and a couple of my comedian buddies took mushrooms and watched that special. Could not.
There's no laughter like mushroom.
No,
laughter.
There's not. But
with friends.
As far as music, we talked about a little bit of music, and who's your all-time favorite musician, Jim? I'm just curious.
All-time favorite.
That's maybe a loaded question.
It's got to be Guy Clark.
Okay. Excellent answer. Man, have you read his biography?
Yeah, without getting killed or caught.
Yeah.
The one that Tamara Saviano wrote.
I bought that book from her. She signed it for me. Really?
Too.
Oh, cool.
I bought it the year that he passed away. I was in Nashville and I got to go to his memorial show that they did at the Ryman.
That's fucking cool.
I got to see Jerry Jeff Walker and Gilliam Welch and a bunch of people.
Steve Earle on that one.
Steve Earle, yeah. And I've always loved Guy, and I've connected with his music for forever. As far as a writer goes, yeah. Him and Bruce Robinson.
Okay, yeah.
Probably my two top favorites.
Who do you like? You had to think about it.
Favorite musician?
I'd singer-songwriter, I guess, is more because you're a singer-songwriter. Because musician's a different question.
I don't know, man. I have a tremendous love for like Led Zeppelin, especially John Bonham, drummer. I named my firstborn son, middle name is Bonham.
Nice.
Which kind of set him up for disaster.
His nickname
right
Bonzo.
From the get-go. Yeah. The nurses were like, what's his name? We were like, Cash Bonham Heckman. And they were like, Cash Bottom. And I was like, no, Bonham. And they're like, Bottom. And I'm like, no, Bon.
Was it a Filipino nurse that couldn't?
Bottom.
Bonham.
Bottom. I wanted to name Sawyer Guy Clack.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been close. But,
Guy Clack. That's a good name.
Kyla was immediately like, nah, Guy. You can't. She nixed Guy and Buddy right off the bat.
What about Towns? Is Towns okay?
Yeah. Blaze?
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't know. Favorite musician's hard, man. There's just almost too many to narrow it down.
Can I name my kid after Gerf Morlix?
My brother was named after Elliot Gould, the actor.
Okay, is your brother named Elliot?
His name's Jeffrey Elliott.
Okay, so me and my ex, Elliot Smith was one of my all-time favorite singer-songwriters. I have a painting that Jamie Brock did of Elliot Smith in my house, and that was a name when me and my ex were kicking around having a kid. And she liked Elliot Stabler from SVU, and I like Elliot from E.T. Elliot.
Hey.
But Elliot Smith was the reason I would have, but didn't have a kid. So I'll have a dog named Elliot someday.
There you go.
Who else do you like, Casey? We're wrapping up, so you don't have to think too hard. But I'm curious.
I don't know.
Current singer-songwriters.
Currently, honestly, I'm kind of finding myself going back to my middle school, high school years of kind of the more indie rock stuff. And so, like, the Kooks. I'm revisiting the Kooks.
Nice.
And
Punk was a crazy good album.
And
look that up.
the Strokes were a little bit bigger than
I
don't know if they'd be considered indie, but the Strokes and then of course Kings of Leon. I was in love with the first Kings of Leon album.
Yeah,
Was one of the greatest rock albums. Was one of the greatest.
Sex on Fire.
Yes, before the big radio success.
What was that like? Aha, Shake, Heartbreak.
Aha, Shake, Heartbreak.
Yeah, that's a good
Shake,
album.
Heartbreak.
That's a good album.
Youth and Young Manhood is the name of their first album, and that I'm just like.
Oh, the one before.
Which
that.
Apparently my friends have told me I have a problem with this. Every band that I love, I just praise their first album.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to do,
dude. Maroon 5 songs about Jane.
You fall in love with them over.
Good pop rock album. Youth and Young Manhood was number one.
I like Hootie and the Blowfish's first album.
I'm just saying.
I played that.
John Mayer's.
I feel like whichever one you figure them out first, that's the one that you're always like, it's not as good as their first one, you know?
Yeah.
The earlier stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair. But I've learned to respect where bands go and change their sound a little bit.
I got you.
Yeah. That's a tough question for me.
Can we do locals? Can we
I want to ask how y'all because this is a divisive one for me, and I haven't talked to any singer songwriter since Isbell dropped his last record. And I know he's got ties to Lubbock via his ex-wife now. How do y'all feel? I fucking love Foxes in the Snow. I love that record, and I want him to do a full band version of it. But how do y'all feel about that?
I like it. I still think Southeastern is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
But I mean I like everything Isbell puts out.
I like Jason Isbell as well.
He's kind of coming off as a dick, and I feel like he doesn't care.
People said he was cooler before he got his teeth fixed.
He got his teeth fixed and got a divorce.
But you know, they also said that about Bowie too. So
yeah,
I mean, what are you
that's
gonna
true.
do?
All right, locals. Who do y'all like local wise?
Who's your favorite local act?
I'm gonna say you guys. No, seriously, I don't see. I don't see a lot of. No, I don't get to see music as much. I like.
You go to the O-Bar Open Jam.
I do the O-Bar Open Jam, but I mean I don't see those guys play in bands. I mean,
shout out Kevin Long.
Kevin's fucking Kevin and Blake and is it Dion?
Blake Barrett?
Yeah, and Dion that plays bass. Yeah, he's a.
I have mad respect for the. I call them the big guys, the like John Sprott, Frank Hauser, Jesse Ballou, the the original.
John
Spoon
Sprott
Jam.
played on my song about taking a shit on a coffee table. He played lead guitar on. I
bet he played the shit out of it.
He played the shit out of it, and
John Sprott did.
People are coming up like, when are you going to lay that down? That was fantastic.
I know. Yeah, it's a really fucked up song about a weird fetish, but John Sprott rules.
Got big respect for the big guys.
Shitting on coffee tables?
No.
We could have been talking about this the whole time.
Okay, well, episodes, I'll have you on again. Well, it's a coffee table talk.
That's always one of my
table talk.
Shitting on tables. That's always one of my go-to like what if scenario games. You know, where you're someone approaches you to go to their place, shit on a table, and they're underneath it.
Yeah, that's
it's like how much are you taking for that?
That's
how much.
I mean,
how much are you taking? How much would it take for you to go shit on someone's coffee table while they were underneath?
How well do I know this person?
Well, if they're underneath, you're not getting
stranger.
it
$100. I would do this for $100.
And there's a
they can't film it. They can't release it.
That's about the same price I'd probably
$100. $100.
What about you?
It's my time.
Honestly, now that y'all threw out that number,
I mean,
probably
you're not hurting anybody.
If you would say 50, I wouldn't think less of you.
No. No.
If no one found out, I think 100's a very fair rate for that service.
Will they buy you dinner
for ourselves, dude?
I mean,
You're really low ball.
I don't know. I know if it's a hot girl,
for a sex act,
if it's
you're
that's not a sex act. That's a toilet act. That's a toilet act.
You're being a worker right there, brother. You're being a worker right there. You're doing sex acts.
Are they jerking off? Because if they're jerking off, then that's
okay. They're laying.
Go way up.
They're laying underneath the table.
If they're just laying under the Dracula style, $100. Easy. If I'm shitting in their mouth, a lot more.
If they're laying there Dracula style, but they got their pants off.
Oh.
And
like dick out?
Well,
is it hard?
I guess we're all assuming it's a man, right?
A woman's not gonna. A woman's like, I want you to shit in my pussy right now.
Shit on this glass.
I would shit on a glass coffee table.
I'm gonna say $300 for a lady, $500 for a man. You know.
All right, I could respect it.
Yeah, because
originally I was
man's got to pay
100.
more.
Morgan just threw out 100, and I was like, you know what?
I'm still 100. I'm lowballing you guys. I'm lowballing y'all. But I don't make a living doing art. I have a 9 to 5, 8 to 5 job.
That is art.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you? Shit.
I work at XFab. Shout out XFab.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Hashtag.
But I do want to mention though,
yeah,
if you're looking for local country music and you want to go see some good acts, we have a shit ton of good ones.
Yeah, who all?
Some young guns.
Ronnie and the Redwoods.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to point out right off the bat because Casey was in that band. And Ronnie
Thomas was in that band.
And Thomas is in that. Well, no, Thomas wasn't.
He was in that band. He's not anymore.
Now he's with Chad Miller in The Good Fortune, which is also another great act.
Yeah.
But Ronnie and the Redwoods, Chad Miller in The Good Fortune. Caleb Young,
Caleb Barr.
Well, Caleb Young too, because Wade plays with Caleb Young.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Caleb Barr, Dylan Taylor,
Tristan Graves. There's a lot of young bucks. Gatlin Johnson. Okay. I don't know. Like I was saying, I have respect for.
Just like Gatlin Johnson.
Gatlin.
Oh man, the Gatlin brothers. That's a cool guy to be named after.
All
the gold in California.
He's getting a lot of juice right now.
That's
Reed
sweet.
Freeman.
Yeah. Reed Freeman.
I don't know
killing
these names.
Freed Reeman.
I played with Reed at Bar PM a few times. We have.
Nice.
And
cool.
He's
maybe
great.
I have met him.
He's up and coming man. And
nice.
I don't know. I think my favorite person to go watch. I really, really thoroughly enjoy watching the guys from Marco's crew.
Oh, they're the best.
The literal best musicians I've ever seen in my life.
And
they're all like 10 years younger than me.
And it's a bummer that Jacob's not with them anymore, but I mean, he's enjoying his time in Colorado.
Yes. Jacob's a
shout out Jacob Knoll.
Yeah,
I love that dude. Yeah.
I really enjoy watching Marco's crew just because of how well the musicianship is phenomenal.
Dude, Yarian and Aaron and everybody's so good.
Solo acts, I mean, there's just so many, man.
Yeah. Alicia Morgan and Russell Joe Thompson. There's
Robert Lopez is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude too. Really I like Robert. Hell yeah,
Jim Clack.
Jim Clack. Any rock bands you dig here in town? Because there's
Indigo and Sugar Witch.
I like Ghost Lux a lot.
Strawberry
Sugar Witch hasn't been together in a while.
Oh really?
Yeah, they broke up a while ago. They were very good, but Logan the drummer's a good friend of mine, and then Brian as well, and then Jessica moved off to.
And also Clement Hall. Have you heard them?
Yeah. I know the name. I have not seen them
God,
play.
they're good.
Y'all heard
they're
of Strawberry
very
Season?
good.
Strawberry Season. I have heard the name.
Okay. So it's Ronnie's guitar player's band, I believe.
Really?
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
I could be getting that wrong.
There's so many. Travis Roberts.
Yeah.
I highly recommend Travis Roberts.
Yeah.
God, I hope Amarillo finds a surge of musicians because that
the Amarillo, we're at right in an hour. I'm going to wrap up with our last question. Amarillo had a cool scene though, but when I was there, they had a very cool scene.
I heard that was
Amarillo is one big truck stop.
You don't like Amarillo?
Now it has.
It might be now.
Now it actually has one big truck
oh yeah,
stop
damn Buc-ee's. Yeah, I've heard.
What a great place to eat a free 72-ounce steak and take a shit.
Boosies.
And drive from Albuquerque to Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
that's it. All right, Breaking Hyman podcast. Breaking Hyman Hyman's my last name, but it's also a colloquial term for a woman getting her pussy thing done.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. A mitzvah.
Pussy. That sounds gross.
Pussy. So how did you I want to know how you lost your virginity? Not in any specific way.
You ask that every time.
Yes, every guest. Did you watch the whole episode with Mom?
I didn't.
I don't don't. I didn't ask my mom that because I know the answer to my dad on their wedding night. I don't have to ask that one.
It's the politics one, the first one, and then the one with Moth. But I didn't finish the one with
but
Moth.
it doesn't. You don't have to get into specifics. How old were you and who was it to? If it was your uncle and you were 13, maybe don't share that. But if it was like 17 and it was my high school girlfriend, cool. Was it fun? But yeah, you just.
I want to say mine was 19.
Cool.
At a friend's house in her parents' hot tub. He said, "Remember our kids watch this."
They're not old enough.
In her parents', a friend's house in her parents' hot tub, but with said friend's friend.
Okay, nice.
And I just remember there was copious amounts of beer drank. And then there was a bottle of, who remembers the 99 drinks? The 99 apples,
I still get those.
99 bananas. I just remember getting that poured down my throat by this chick. And at one point,
is this
like,
who I
truth
think it
or,
is?
no, I don't think you know. But truth or dare, maybe. I don't know. But truth or dare.
All right. That's a
one
good
thing,
story,
one thing
man.
led to another. Yeah, just some typical, like, high. I was a pretty good, goody good in high school.
Too.
I didn't lose it until after I was out of high school.
I was 23, man.
But I specifically remember
the 99.
penetrating.
Oh,
my God.
I specifically remember that in a
Did it hurt? Did it hurt your butt a lot?
Yeah,
Damn it, Casey.
All right.
Still not right. But what I was going to say is that
penetration.
I specifically remember penetrating and doing the deed. And at one point, it wasn't very long that I was like, it kind of hurts.
Yeah, water is not good to do.
That's exactly what I
That's
was
when you
going to
got to
say.
get the WD-40 out.
We had no clue. Who knows that?
Exactly. Yeah, they don't. They don't. Yeah.
Nobody tells you
WD-40.
never have sex in water. Everyone
You don't have
wants
sex underwater. You can get in the tub, but if she's like above you,
Everyone
it's
wants to have sex in the water.
Yeah.
Until you do it. And
They
then you're
watched
like, this
Showgirls
is
in the
why.
90s and they thought that looks cool and it doesn't work out.
What about you, Jim?
What about you, Jim?
Me and my wife had sex in our pool plenty of times.
But you fill it with KY.
My mouth was open.
Oh, so
Kiddie pool
swam
full
in
of
that.
KY.
I swam in that pool.
My mouth was open.
God damn it.
Actually, the first person to have sex in our pool was Corey. Corey and
That doesn't
Stephanie had
surprise
sex in
me.
my pool before I even swam in it.
Probably in front of everybody, too.
But
This is an above ground pool.
we sold that house. So
Oh, okay.
It's somebody else's problem.
Sorry, new tenants.
Hey, clean up filters. But I lost my virginity at 21.
Wow. Both
Yeah.
of you were older than I would have guessed.
I was my first year in the Navy.
Nice,
and,
dude. Was it to a Filipino whore?
Well, I was in a very Christian relationship.
Oh, same.
And it ended roughly. And like that weekend that it ended, I went on Plenty of Fish and met a girl in Old Lyme, Connecticut. And she
Damn,
had
dude.
she
You
had
still
a beach
keep in
house.
touch?
She had a beach house, and she was 20, and she had me bring her a case of beer because I was 21.
Dude, that's a beautiful story.
And she
Did you get Lyme disease?
The minute that I
Old
got over
Lyme,
there, I
but-
guess she assumed that I had done it before because I was 21. You know, I was
Yeah.
older than her.
In the
And
Navy,
at that,
too.
And in the Navy, and at that age, in Plenty of Fish, you know, like all of the signs were pointing that I was over there to fuck, and I think that she
Did it smell like
she,
fish?
She did not know that I was a virgin, but then when I told her I was a virgin, she was immediately like, "We're doing it,"
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, because you had that experience together. That's
But
sweet. And
it
that
was-
woman became your wife, right?
No,
Oh, fuck.
that's more of Casey's story. No.
Oh, God.
From 21 to about 25, I was a real scoundrel.
Hey, that's okay, man.
Real scoundrel.
And then
I'm trying to be a scoundrel in my
Yeah.
40s.
dude, get it, brother.
I got some in Prague, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I love being married though.
Yeah, no, I there were times I liked it. I'm sure there are times I'll like it again because
It's got its pros.
I'm not
everything.
gonna.
What's nice about it is I'm like there's parts about being married where you're like, oh man, you know, there could be a party here or a party there
Yeah.
that I'm missing out on, but then also you've got a friend,
Yeah,
you know, that's
exactly.
with you all the time,
Yeah.
and
I'll
it's
just call. Yeah.
plus I can't imagine raising
You like
kids by
that.
myself. That
No,
would
you
be
couldn't
a
do
fucking-
that, yeah.
That would be an absolute fucking
Yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And I will say this: when I said it's awful playing music, after you're married and whatnot, that's just simply because the kids
logistics.
are they're a lot of work, and if you're not there, you're putting it on the other human being.
Yeah.
You know, which is my wife or my in-laws.
Yeah.
So,
but you guys both have awesome wives and awesome kids, and I'm glad y'all came and did this. This was fucking fun.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do this with an empty beer can. Hey,
Cheers.
thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Hey, the Shitbirds, check them out.
Shitbirds,
Are you gonna be back at Bar PM on August?
The first weekend, the first Thursday of August.
First Thursday
7th.
of August. All right, come see Casey. Where do you have a regular gig?
And I don't have a residency, but the next time I'm playing is going to be August 16th at Crush Pad, which is the new spot that Bodine's was at.
Oh, okay, cool.
August 16th.
Come see these guys play music. Thanks, dudes.
Yeah.
Breaking Hyman Podcast.